Hi everyone, good morning. You are on to Business Teach. This morning, I want to explain on the relationship between value and money making. The relationship between value and money making. There is this man of God who I follow. I've been following him for some years now. His name is Apostle Joshua Selman. And to me, he gave the best definition of value with respect to money making. Your value is the extent of your usefulness in a particular civilization. I repeat, your value is the extent of your usefulness in a particular civilization, which means it is not really you who will define your true value. It is the civilization where you find yourself or where you are that will define your value. Let me use a very good example. Before the 90s, I think the computers in Nigeria became very popular from early 2000s. The 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and early 90s, it was typewriter. I believe there were people who were professional typewriters users as at that time. Some persons may have even gotten big jobs because they were very good with the typewriter. Then their value was high or was perceived as high because they could use the typewriter. I also believe that a lot of persons made a lot of money for knowing how to teach people how to use typewriters. A lot of persons made money by importing typewriters and selling them. So, because typewriter was the only machine then used, I think probably the most popular machine then used to produce information that comes out in hard copy, anybody that was in the midst or in their hearts of the process of either importing typewriters, teaching people how to use it, or knowing how to use it very well, is considered valuable, so long as information processing and production is concerned within that era, within that civilization period. Imagine somebody when computers started coming out and people started learning how to use the Microsoft Word, how to do computer appreciation, how to type on the computer. And after 5-10 years, maybe around 2005, 2007, 2010, it has become very popular. And then somebody who was an expert in the use of typewriter in 1988 or maybe 1990 decides to market himself, maybe to companies or to individuals or to businesses. I was the best in 1988 in the use of typewriter. I'm very good in the use of typewriters. I commanded crowds. I made a lot of money. People respect me because I'm so good in the use of typewriter. Do you think anybody will listen to that person? No. Why? Because in that civilization, in the current civilization, people don't want typewriters. What people want is computers. Are you an expert in computer? Can you dismantle and put it back? Are you good in the softwares that computers use? Do you know the best chips that can make computer faster? Are you good in computers? How good are you in putting up the softwares? A system is having an issue. Can you fix it? What can you use the computer to produce? Can you invent things with the computer? Can you innovate things with the computer? What can you use the computer or the softwares that can run in the computer or the applications that can run in the computer to solve? That is a current problem in the current civilization. We don't want typewriters. Typewriters can no longer solve the kind of problems that we have today. I believe you now understand what I'm talking about. Your value is the extent of your usefulness in a particular civilization. So, you see a lot of persons, they want to go to the university. You are going to study a course whose value is not useful in a particular civilization. You see, let me break this down a little more. If you are in a country, you need to look at that country and see what people want. That should define the kind of course you want to go for in the university. Sometimes some courses should be scrapped, but yet you see people go to school to study those courses. So before you choose a course, you ask yourself, when I'm done with this course, of what value is this course to in my country, in the civilization where I am? You want to go to learn a skill. You ask yourself, this skill, of what value is this skill in the civilization where I am? One person may spend 5 years learning a skill and will make money, but a little amount of money, a minimum amount of money. Another person can spend 6 months or 1 year in another skill and start making millions. So, your value is what the society perceives it to be. Do you know why footballers are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars per week? Do you know why? It's very simple. Now we have big corporations that are willing to invest billions of dollars in football. And because there is so much money available in the pockets of the clubs, the football clubs, they are willing to pay the players a huge amount of money. It wasn't like that in the days of Pele and Maradona and the others. It wasn't like that in their days. Why? Because the perception of the value of football in their era is not the same thing with now. So, before you choose a particular path to follow with respect to money making, you need to understand the level of value that the society places on that particular skill or pathway to making money you want to follow. It's not just about having passion. Oh, I like this, I'm doing because I like it. I really like it. Interested. Can it pay your bills? When you get married, can it foot the bills of you and your wife? Can you take care of your children? Fine. If you like it, do it as a passion, but don't do it as something you want to use to make money to pay bills. Go for things that will give you money. Don't be evil. Things that are good, positive, that will make you money. While you are making the money, you can also be enjoying your passion. But passion don't pay bills. Don't forget, Apostle Joshua Selman, a man of God I love so much, gave this best definition of value. Your value is the extent of your usefulness in a civilization. I'm paraphrasing. Your value is the extent of your usefulness in a civilization. Anything that you're going for with respect to money, don't forget this definition. I believe I've made a great impact to you this morning. Have a wonderful day. Thank you and God bless.